Thank you for coming to meet me virtually today. Just to check, is this Mr. Johnnedel Baguio?
Yes, sir. This is General Baguio speaking.
Alright, good morning, Mr. Johnnedel. How are you feeling today?
Great morning, Mr. Xeth. I am good. A little bit nervous but excited at the same time.
That's good to hear. Will you please tell me where and how did you find our company, Johnnedel?
I found your company through a friend of mine, Mr. Xeth, and I've heard that your company has a great environment and treats its employees as a family and will help them to be better at the skills that your company is great at.
Thank you. So before we start, let me give you some idea of what I'd like to cover today. So I want to review your background and experience so that I can decide whether the job is suited to your talents and interests. So I'd like to hear about your job, education, your interest, outside activities, and anything else you'd like to tell me. And after we have covered your background, I want to give you information about our organization and our company and the job and answer any questions that you might have.
Sounds good, sir.
Okay, let's start the interview now. So, Jonathan, tell me about yourself.
I graduated at the University of Cebu Maritime Education and Training Center on March 2019. As of now, I am working as an ordinary seaman at Tocalion Shipping Lines. I have performed lowering, raising, and cleaning of the ship's anchor, rigged pilot ladder, and lowered gangway to allow the pilot to safely aboard the ship, completed routine cleaning and sanitation of vessels' equipment. As an ordinary seaman, I have the skills of such vessel maneuvering, first aid CPR, written communication, and lastly, anchoring and bridging.
That's good to hear. What about your strengths and weaknesses? Can you tell me all about that?
All persons' strengths and weaknesses are subjective. As for mine, I would say that my strength is being resilient. Being resilient on the ship is very important strength that every seafarer should possess because it means remaining a thrive enterprise despite the emerging challenges. I have already proved myself to be resilient in the past as an ordinary seaman. For my weakness, I believe that my weakness is I am afraid to fail. I know failing is a part of life, but being in a situation where you fail is not a comfortable place to be in. I know that I need to work on this more.
That is very true, Janadel. I'm glad that you said that. It gave me an insight into what you are not only as a person but also as a seafarer. Okay, thank you for that. So since you're applying as a third officer in our company, the next question is why do you exactly want to be an officer on board?
I'm ready to be one, sir. In my years of experience as a rating on board, I have witnessed and tried the work of an officer and I can say that I am very much ready. Another reason is that I want to use the skills that I have learned and apply it in your company as an officer. Being an officer on board your ship will be a great honor of mine.
Okay, I'm glad that your skills were enhanced by your past work experience. That's good to know. Being an officer on board is hard and needs determination, and it's good to hear that you feel ready. So the next question is, what is safety, and why is it important on board ship?
Safety is very important on board ship because a state of being safe will greatly minimize the risk of accidents. Thus, you will be protected from harm. Being in a state of safety is not only applied to the crew, but also to the ship itself. The safety of the ship will also affect the crews. Safety So that's why it is very important.
Good answer. So, being safe is an important part of working on board. That's why the medical examination is a must to show that you are healthy, and there are a lot of rules and guidelines once you come aboard so that you will be as safe as possible. Okay, so now let's get to the technical terms, Johnnedel. As an officer, this is very important as this is a part of fire safety in case a fire has started on your ship. So, my question is, what is the appropriate extinguisher to be used in case of fire caused by electricity?
The fire extinguisher to be used when handling a fire caused by electricity or what we call an electric fire would be a carbon dioxide extinguishers as they are mainly used for electrical fire risks.
That is correct. I'm glad that you still know your lessons and your fire extinguishers. So now, why did you choose this company?
I have heard of your reputation in the industry, and I would be proud to work for a company with such an excellent track record and a strong example of leadership in the industry. I have a friend that works in the engine department, and he told me that the culture here is a top notch and that management supports continuing education and learning on the job while rewarding hard work. Based on his assessment and encouragement, I think that I would fit in perfectly with the team here to make an immediate impact.
Thank you for that, Jonadel. So now I'm going to tell you about our company and you can ask any questions that you might have. So Veritas Maritime Corporation looks ahead to a bright and challenging future while it forges ahead with the dynamic leadership of its management and the diligence, resourcefulness, proficiency, and loyalty of its employees and crew. Okay, so we also aim to achieve the company's stability, credibility, and success as a leader in the ship manning industry and ensures profitability for its stakeholders. So, by providing highly qualified and competent seafarers under internationally accepted standards to the satisfaction of our principals and ship owners through timely, quality, and cost effective service and good management to all resources as it continues to grow and develop while enhancing the skills, knowledge, and well being of its corporate members in an atmosphere of fairness, peace, harmony, and compassion. So that is our company is all about. So do you have any questions? Do you have any more further questions?
No questions so far, sir. Thank you for the information.
All right. So this is the end of our interview. Thank you so much for your time. Just keep your lines open so that I can contact you soon to give you your results. Again, thank you for your time and goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day ahead.